Okay, we have Coach with us. Coach, do you want to start with an opening statement, or you want to go straight to questions?
I'll start with a statement. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations to Texas Tech and the coaches, the players, and their fans. Well-deserved Big 12 championship. I think can't make a lot of mistakes like we did. We've learned it again. It's the second time this year against the best team in the country. I've said it before. I think they're the best team in the country, and I'm confirming it. They're the best team in the country. Joey's done an amazing job with this team. It just so happens that we had to play the best team in the country twice, and they created a lot of havoc, and we fought as much as we can. But towards the end, you can't make the mistakes that we did and expect to come away with a victory or even have it competitive at the end. So credit to them. Really proud of our guys, the effort. Thank you to the fans. BYU fans showed up, and I mean, it was a record attendance, you know. So, you know, I want to just tell the BYU fans, just get ready. You know, hopefully we'll be back soon. But we're in our third year in the conference. Really proud of where we've been and how we built this team. We obviously have some more work to do, but I think playing the best team in the country twice will give us some good lessons to learn. And just really proud of the way they played, man. I thought looking at everything, all three phases, just fundamentally really sound. Well-coached team, amazing environment today in the stadium. Thank you to all the Texas Tech fans and the BYU fans for bringing the energy. It was a lot of fun. We just needed to make it a little bit more competitive at the end, but it got away from us. But I'm really proud of the way our guys played, and they didn't give up. I mean, we put our defense in some tough position. Those guys kept battling, and so we'll build from this and get better. But really, really proud of our team. But with that said and done, you know, I have to watch the film and everything. But it was an honor for us to be on this field and to be part of the Big 12 championship game. And you know, we could get used to this. So I'm hoping that we can, you know, be back again soon. And looking forward to building. We have quite a bit of young guys on our team, and so. The unfortunate part is that this is our seniors' last time, so they won't be able to play for another Big 12 championship. But they've done some wonderful things in getting our team ready for it, and they're still leading. We still need to get better and still find ways to you know, we will play again in the postseason, where we'll just find out. But congratulations again. I'll finish by saying in my statement, congratulations to Texas Tech. And I'll just confirm they are the best team in the country. So what questions do you guys have for me?
Front row, please. Front row, middle.
Hey, Coach, considering that both of your losses came at the hands of the same team this year, and a top 4 ranked team at that, do you think that the playoff committee can take that into consideration compared to other 2-loss teams?
Well, I think if you look at what Texas Tech's done, they're the best team in the country for a reason. Their only loss came when they didn't have their starting quarterback, and so that's difficult and on the road. But you look at when they're full strength team, they're dangerous. And so I'm not on the playoff committee, but I can tell you one thing: who's played the best team in the country twice? We have. And does that mean that you're not one of the best 12? I have no idea. I'm not in that committee. I don't make the decisions, but others will find out. That's the great thing about the playoffs. Everybody else will find out what we had to go against, and you know, I'm just really proud of our team. So I can't really speak for everybody else, but from seeing them twice, and even the way that the games went, and watching them and their response to some adversity, I mean, they played really strong, and so you know, I'd love to have a third chance at them, but you know, that's a really good team, and Joey's done a great job with them.
Kalani, how injured was Bear Bachmeier after that big hit he took in the first drive, and how much of an impact did that play into not taking many shots down the field and through the air?
Yeah, I mean, he was banged up, you know, and so when you have a lower leg injury, that causes issues for you to throw the ball, but that's not the excuse. I mean, I think it was it Ben that made the one-handed snag? Like, come on, man! Like, they made some amazing plays. Great defense, and offense was efficient, and so you know, I thought overall they just had a great game plan, and they just executed. They never panicked. Just really impressed with the poise and composure that they had. And like I said, I mean, when they're full strength and their quarterback's full strength, that they're a dangerous team.
Kalani, on the touchdown to Eakin, did he step out of bounds? And if so, did the refs give you any explanation if it was illegal touching or if Evan forced him out?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to ever complain about the refs. We had an amazing reffing crew today. They did a great job communicating. And, you know, we're biased, so I'm going to yell one thing and Joey's going to yell the other. But I thought overall the refs did a great job of communicating us when we had a PI and when we were asking questions. They did a great job. I didn't have any issues with the way that they ref the game. So the explanations were all there. On that one, it's like, how am I going to say anything? I was on the other side. I can't see it. And to be honest with you, I was trying to find the replay, and they're not going to show the all 22 on the field. But yeah, that had nothing to do with anything. We just need to make the play.
Yeah, Kalani, what did you see from your defense today? Put in some tough situations. Overall thoughts on the defense?
Yeah, it's a tough spot, man. I think that can be deflating a little bit when you get that many short fields. And, they made the play on that 4th down. A great play by them, and it was a legal screen, and we just have to anticipate that better. But I think that the dangerous thing about this team is they can do so many different things. And with their quarterback, he's so active. I mean, he can throw sidearm. He can spin the ball really nicely, and they have great targets at receiver and tight end, and their 2 backs. I mean, those guys know how to run the ball. So it's just a difficult thing to defend, and you have a physical line. You can't give them short fields, and we just kept giving them short fields. And I like the response from our guys. Do I expect them to make a stop every time? Of course, because that's what we're trained to do. But that's hard to do against the best team in the country, you know. So, but I'm proud of the fight, and at the end, just thankful that Joey and them decided to kneel the ball and show sportsmanship, and it was a classy move, and our guys, it was a hard fought battle, man, and really proud of the way the guys are, and we wished Texas Tech luck as they go on. They're in the playoffs. I mean, they deserve a first round bye, so they're a dang good team.
What is your sense of your playoff hopes now?
I don't know. This is the first game, so I don't know what's going on in the other games. But I know, like I said, who's played. They're the #1 team in the country. I don't know what the other rankings are. This team is really good. So you go play the #1 team in the country twice, one in Lubbock and then one in neutral site, which is the same state. I thought our fans showed up and made a lot of noise. I'd love another crack at it, but they do that to everybody. If you watch the film and you see what they do, they basically grind it out, and they end the games like they just did against us. And I like who we are, and I like what we've been able to do. I think we have a great resume, but I got to watch the other games too. I just know that when they're doing comparisons, hopefully they put it out there and make it fair. At least put us in the graphic. That'd be nice.
Kalani, 2nd quarter, you go for it on 4th down, fake punt. What went into that decision in your own territory?
We thought it was going to be a good play. I mean, that's give credit to them. They had one player that sniffed it out, and I mean, we were aggressive, tried different things. I like it. I told K-Pop and I told our coaches, don't practice something or we're not going to call it in the game. And we called it. It didn't work, and then I think we forced a missed field goal. So no harm, no foul. We're good. I like being bold and aggressive, and usually the fortune will go our way, but you have to give them credit. They made an incredible amount of plays and forced some turnovers, and we have a tough team, man, but they were really aggressive, and they made some big-time plays and big-time stops. So it's hard for us to advance the ball when we're not converting 3rd downs, or we're putting ourselves in 3rd and long, and that's hard against this team, and then we didn't convert a couple 4th downs, and obviously the turnovers. But proud of the way our guys played and the way they fought.
Picking back off that a little bit, Kalani, are you concerned about Will Farron and his having missed a lot of kicks recently on special teams, as well as you guys experienced?
I mean, no, there's a bunch of different areas that go into kicking the ball. I wish they can just kick it, and put it on their tee, kick it. But there's a snap, a hold, a protection that goes into it, and the nerves. And so, I think it's easy for us to criticize the kickers. I've seen some amazing kickers in the Big 12 miss field goals, and on both sides that happened today. So, but I think the environment can play into that, and we trust him. So he's won games for us, and he's going to be our guy. We just got to get him ready for the next one. But there's a lot of different parts that go into it.
Kalani, you said that lessons were learned potentially against the best team in the country. Just initial thoughts, like what was the biggest lesson that you learned 2 times going up against this team?
Yeah, the game felt different than the first one. Let's be honest. The first one was really hard. This one, I thought we were competitive and we're in it, and then the turnover started happening towards the end, and then it just got away from us. But we could do a lot of things differently. I like that we were physical. I mean, they couldn't just run the ball up on us inside, and so we were physical up front on both sides. I thought they tackled really well, and obviously forced some fumbles. I mean, they forced a couple fumbles and had a couple of interceptions, and I think that was the difference in what could have happened. I felt like we held it to a 1-score, 2-score game for a while, and then all of a sudden the negative things started to happen, and it just got away from us. But listen, this is a really, really good team. They're the best team in the country. I wish more people would be saying that.
Coach, how did you feel about just the overall week of preparation leading up to the game for a second time against this Texas Tech club? And did you feel like maybe there was anything lacking coming into the game today?
No, I thought we started off fast and with a lot of energy, and we got the lead early, and I liked the way the guys, their mindset was good. We were physical right away, and went into halftime with the score being 13-7. It still felt good about where we're at, and that first drive coming out, I think we missed the field goal and had a good drive. The stuff that we did is really hard to do against this team, and we just made too many mistakes. You have to capitalize. You have to convert third downs and turn them into first downs, and then when you have your moments for points, you just have to make them. And that's just, otherwise this team will figure out a way to just squeeze it out of you, man. And that's what championship teams do. That's why they deserve to win the Big 12 championship. And so, we've got to learn from all these things. But they just beat us a different way than they did the first time. But it was really cool. Like I said, it was an honor for us to be here. But that can't just be the only reason. We've got to learn from this and build on it and be a lot like them. I think they put a lot of pressure on teams to make mistakes and maybe stress them a little bit. And that's just great coaching and great veteran leadership on their part.
Kalani, how concerned are you for whatever the next game ends up being with that lower leg injury with Bear, his availability going forward? How concerned are you with that?
Yeah, always concerned, but that's not the reason why we lost. It's part of the reason why he wasn't able to play his best. But he's going to be hurting a lot more tomorrow. But I thought that wasn't. We made a lot of mistakes. It wasn't just Bear. He wasn't the reason why we didn't score enough points. It was a lot of different things, and the fumble was forced because we didn't have the right protection going. And I thought Texas Tech had a great game plan for trying to eliminate the quarterback run game, and so we just didn't make enough adjustments to that. But like I said, they just kept you guessing on a lot of different things, and well-coached team, and you just weren't going to get anything cheap on them. They basically covered all the areas and dotted their I's, crossed their T's, and that's when you can tell they're a well-coached team, that the culture that they have and everything that they're doing, that they're a dynamite team, man. And so that was a really cool experience for us. But I think there's a lot of things we can learn from this game still.
Coach,
All right,
thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
For our student athletes, I've been told the first two will be number 2, Roberts, and number 11, Satuala. If something changes, I'll let you know.